Hello my fellow Archons and welcome to another video where today I will be opening up one of my personalized decks from the GameFound campaign. One of those decks where you got to choose the name for it, or at least part of the name. So I also got one of the matching playmats here, which I chose the purple Archon color because I really like how purple Archons look. It looks like he's juggling some stuff over here. Got some crazy hair, kind of like me. Rib cage and everything. I think this guy looks cool. A whole bunch of multiple legs, like 6 legs. This guy's pretty sick looking. And then the name came out as Aembermedes from the Rebels Dungeon, that's a pretty cool name. I like that quite a bit. Obviously I had to go with Aembermedes as one of the decks because YouTube channel and everything is super cool. And then apparently the deck houses Mars, Sanctum, and Unfathomable, which I totally forgot that I got the houses on the mat itself. So apparently that's what we've got. Aembermedes from the Rebels Dungeon. I'm super excited to open this deck up and see what we've got. Obviously, hopefully, it's pretty solid. Aembermedes from the Rebels Dungeon. Let's crack this thing open. Alrighty, so it looks like the token creature for this deck is the 2-power Sanctum Squire, which I actually like Squire quite a bit. 2-power and Taunt can create a really annoying battle line, just full of these taunted creatures that are not difficult to get past, but I mean, it can make fighting kind of a pain for the opponent if they don't have direct removal or damage or anything. So I'm not mad at this token. All right, we'll put the token right over here. Starting it off with House Unfathomable with Toxicuta Venom. This creature gains poison. We got Sunk Cost. Choose a house. Your opponent discards a random card from their hand. If that card belongs to the chosen house, make a token creature. Skullback Crab has poison and action steal 1. Guiltspine Netcaster. After reap, exhaust a creature, enhancing 2 capture pips. Frigorific Rod to exhaust a creature artifact. Covetous Hema, the new old Bruno with a damage. While he's not on a flank, it gains elusive and play capture 3. Adult Swim, put each creature with power 3 or lower on top of its owner's deck in a random order. Bubbles, classic. Kelping Hands, Omni, destroy Kelping Hands for the remainder of the turn. Each friendly creature gains poison, which is pretty cool. Fuguru, another classic. Oh, the Chosen One with a capture. Instead of readying creatures they control during their ready card step, your opponent deals 1 damage to the Chosen One for each exhausted creature they control. Super great card. It's very powerful. Oh, and Sobog's Thingamabob. After your opponent forges a key, exhaust each creature they control. I really like that card, especially if it comes out early in the game. Moving into Sanctum, we have Revered Monk. Just a pretty terrible creature. Gets +2 armor for each of its Sanctum neighbors. Request donations, make a token creature, it captures 2 Ember. Pandulph the Provoker with Taunt and play enrage an enemy creature. Double. Oh geez, triple. That is not very good. Outflank with a capture. Each Sanctum flank creature captures 2 from its opponent, so it's a decent amount of capture so far. Nightapult, absolute classic. Action, the next time a friendly creature enters play this turn, you may have it enter anywhere in your battle line ready. Cassiel the Benevolent, enhancing an Ember and 2 captures. Battlefield Evangelist, which I'm always used to calling it Battle Evangelist because that's what it used to be called before they changed the name for some reason. With a capture, after a fight, make a token creature. Light Everlasting with a damage. Almsmaster, double. And then Into the Mars with a Mix the Tall-Minded. Your opponent's keys cost +1 for each friendly Mars creature in play. Mars needs Ember, very nice. Glilix Weaponsmith with a draw. Ammonia Clouds with a capture. Xanthix Harvester. Oh, Zizok. This is my first Zizok deck. Skirmish, splash attack 1. After an enemy creature is destroyed by Zizok's splash attack damage, ready Zizok. Kind of a funky card, but there is some cool combo potential there, I think. Nizik Resonator. Exterminate. Oh, nice. Ether Spider. I love Ether Spider. This one has an Ember Pip on it. Destroy them all. Great card. Extinction. And lastly, Big Magnet. Choose a friendly creature, take control of each upgrade in play, and move it to that creature. Very interesting and unique card. I like that a lot. I would love to play this card against a Worlds Collide deck with a ton of Light of the Archons and stuff like that on it to really boost up one of my creatures with a bunch of upgrades. That's super cool. A lot of the commons that you usually want to see in these 2 houses, in Unfathomable, you usually want to be seeing things like Befuddle and Abyssal Sight. In Sanctum, you usually want to be seeing Membership Drive. Overall, I don't think that, I mean, it doesn't look like terrible. It doesn't look like a terrible deck, but it doesn't look like anything special. Ammonia Clouds is some good creature control. Where'd that go? There it is. Ammonia Clouds is pretty good creature control. There wasn't like a ton here in the Sanctum, unfortunately. But there was the Sobog's Thingamabob, the Kelping Hands, Bubbles, Adult Swim, Frigorific Rod. So those are all some options for creature control. So it's pretty light. Extinction and Destroy Them All are both pretty solid as well. Exterminate. There's no like board clears or anything, but there is some good direct removal. So I am happy for that. Some artifact control with the Destroy Them All, which is cool. And then in terms of Ember control, Ether Spider obviously is always awesome. Nizhik Resonator, maybe to tax that key once Ether Spider is dealt with or something. There's some potential there maybe. Mars Needs Ember with, let's see, Zizok. Well, Zizok is after an enemy creature is destroyed by the splash attack damage. So even if it's not destroyed though, you might be able to get some splash attack damage on enemy creatures to set up for a Mars Needs Ember. Ammonia Clouds with Mars Needs Ember is awesome. Mix the Tall Minded with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other creatures, it looks like. And then there's that one as well. This Mix the Tall Minded loves having a Mars token creature, but we do have the Squire instead. Double Almsmaster is awesome, especially with the Light Everlasting. This is just a really solid card for some Ember control purposes. We have the double Outflank, which is cool. And then Request Donations with the Squire token and triple Pandulf. That's just so much taunt. Like, that's just a ton of taunt. These creatures will be taunted like crazy. Maybe taunt up the Chosen One or something like that. The Fuguru. Yeah, Covetous Hema is good for some of that capture. Maybe throw Toxicuta Venom on one of these things would be helpful. Like the Chosen One, maybe. I don't know. Well, maybe not the Chosen One. Probably something smaller. Because the Chosen One can already deal with a lot of things already since it's 9 power. So maybe put it on like the Fuguru or the Skullback Crab. No, Skullback Crab already has poison. But yeah, overall, it's not the most competitive or crazy looking deck ever, but it does look enjoyable. I'm excited to give it a shot. I think it has some fun lines of play. Token creature generation, actually. I saw very little token creature generation, now that I'm thinking about it. It just came to my attention, because there's, man, looking through here, there is nothing in Mars that makes a token. There's 1, 2. Are there really only 2 cards in here that make tokens? Wow. That's really weird. Potentially 3. So there's 2, potentially 3 cards in here that make a token. Wow, that's like nothing. So we will not be seeing very many Squires in this deck. That's for sure. Yeah, so that is Aembermedes from the Rebels Dungeon. Very excited to have a deck with my YouTube channel name on it. That's super cool. So yeah, there we go. Aembermedes from the Rebels Dungeon. Thank you all so much for tuning in to this video, and I cannot wait to see you all again in the next one. See you later.